Alright there, Procrastinauts, my name's Pleborian, and welcome back again to the Kerbal Space Program. Yahoo! Don't know what that was. In yesterday's video, or the day before's video, depending on when I upload this first episode, I give you a little sneaky peek at behind the scenes of what is going on over at Procrastinaut HQ. And what I showed you was, I believe, a shuttle. Now, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you how to build this shuttle using the Tiberdyne shuttle booster system mod, link in the description, and all the other goodies that I'm going to go through. The only mod I'm going to link is the Tiberdyne shuttle booster system in this video. In the next video, depending on when I cut this episode into the next, I'll upload another mod, well, I'll link to another mod, so on and so forth, and all that jazz. So it's not to cause too much confusion with you guys, but don't worry, I will link at each mod that I use individually. But without further ado, let's get this one built. Now, first thing we need to do is we need to use the stock. Is this the Mark III pod? I think it's called the Mark III pod. Yes, it's the Mark III pod. And now, with this mod, I'm having trouble explaining this now. Now, this mod, it comes with various parts, bits and pieces to build a shuttle. However, half the parts that we use are stock. Now, what I've gone and done is the Mark III fuselage, well, the fuel tank. As you can see, the capacity there on mine is 500. I've manually changed that for these to be a little bit more fair, because they only have 225, and the fuselages that come with the mod that I don't actually have in the game at the moment have like 1,300. So I've made a happy little medium of a 500 capacity fuel tank, because science. So that's one of the main differences. If you don't know how to do a CFG edit, go search up the Kerbal forums. Very easy to do. You can customise all your stock parts to have pretty much infinite fuel if you wanted. I could have that up to like 10,000 fuel if I wanted, but that's not fair. That's not balanced in the slightest. But let's get this show on the road. I think I've said that already, but let's get it on the road regardless. So we're going to add the first piece of the nose cone, which is the RCS cone. RCS nose unit, that's the one. And then I'm also going to throw in this one here, which is an advanced SAS. As you can see, it's already taking shape into the shuttle, which is a good thing, especially if you like shuttles. Kurt J Mac, if you watch this video, I know you're a fan of shuttles, go download this mod. What am I looking for here? Aha! This. Now, it took me a bit of a playing around to get this to work, because you need an outdated plugin to actually have the cargo bay doors work, but with a bit of searching around, it's possible. I've made posts on the Kerbal forums. If you go search for this mod, chances are you'll find my response on how to get this working, so I'm not going to explain that too much. I'm going to try and fit it on. Probably should mention that it is possible to fit it on like that, and chances are you'll probably click it on at first and you won't notice this till halfway through building a shuttle, so it's always a good thing to just double check, make sure that's level, because you don't want an uneven shuttle. God no, you don't want an uneven shuttle. Next stage, we're going to take a fuselage, and then we're going to actually start on the rear of the shuttle. Now, like I said last time, I'm not building the one with the orange tanks. I'm going to be building the one with the grey tanks, the Russian variant known as the Buran shuttle. To do this, I'm going to take the what is this called? The shuttle engine mount for the Mark III, and I'm going to use the Buran style orbital maneuvering system engine, and I'm just going to crack it on the end there. What I'm also going to do is I'm just going to add another little stage at the top, and I'm going to get the main parachute that acts on the shuttle. I'm going to put it up there so we can deploy that when we come into land. It does slow us down quite a bit. I mean, it's not necessarily it's not needed, but it's definitely something good to have. I like it anyway. What else have we got? We've got the it's the wings next. Yes, let's do the wings. That seems like a logical thing to do. So wings always at the back here. Now, it comes with two sets of wings. It comes with a big set and a small set. Now, I'm not a fan of the small set at all, but if you want to make a slightly smaller shuttle, then you can do. I mean, I haven't got the small wings in here. I've took them out because I like to save space and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these big canards, stick 2x symmetry on. Oh god, there's something I'm missing. Right, okay, first thing I need is, where are you? You can see got a little half tank fuselage, but this is the one I'm after, RCS tank. put that back on. Now is that straight? Perfect. See, now I can put my canards on. Things are a bit awkward to attach to those this cargo bay here, so it's definitely worth mentioning to put an RCS tank because it gives you a little of extra space just to slap these on the front of it. The next thing we want is the big large wings. As you can see, very shuttle-y aesthetic going on here. One of the reasons why I love this mod, even though I've done like, I don't want to call them mod spotlights, I have pissed around with other mods before, like you've seen, like obviously the Cosmos mod for the Legacy project, I've dicked around with the damned aerospace mods and the robotics mods a few times, but this has to be my favourite mod. I absolutely love this. The versatility of this shuttle is comparable to no other. It really isn't. If you were only ever going to download one mod, because I know a lot of people who play this game, they like to use just stock parts, then this is possibly one of the best mods you can use. Looks like three Kerbals have kind of like become stuck in each other over there. They must be conjoined twins. Oh well. Let's see, we also need a tail fin. I'll just put that there nicely. Now, because this is... No, hang on. I'm going to explain this a bit better once I've got this straight. I need wheels. Put them on the RCS tank. These wheels, they don't actually have a picture because they're based off the old plugin for C7's mod with the landing gear. Now, the landing gear that C7 made came about before the original 0.15 patch, so they use an old outdated plugin which, fucking hell, there's a loud slam at the door. It uses an old outdated plugin which at the time gave the ability to give wheels animation. I mean, animation is now standard with Kerbal Space Program, so you don't need the plugin no more, but these wheels won't work without it, so if you see it, make sure you put it in your plugins folder. I mean, it comes with a load of plugins anyway, I mean, like the PKS multi-joint and the White Monkey cargo bay plugin, but both of those are outdated. You don't actually need the White Monkey one. You can get a slapdashed update of the PKS multi-joint framework plugin. Again, if you go and look on the shuttle booster mod thread, my reply is possibly like right at the end, like on the last page. I don't know if like many people have replied to that thread since I put it on there, but you know, people could have done. Right, you know what? Down. I want that parachute in a stage on its own. So RCS. Right, thank you. There needs to be another stage above that parachute, but I'll come to that in a minute. The next thing we need to do is we need to start. Fucking hell. We need to start building our actual booster system. So I'm going to snap that back to angles. I'm going to place this here. No, I'll come back to that in a minute. I got halfway through explaining that and then I kind of like wandered off. It's a big job, this thing is. Quite a big job indeed. First off, I'm going to start off with one of these small tanks, the auxiliary segments, the 2x2 ones. I'm just going to put that about there, that's good enough for me. And then underneath that, I'm going to take this engine, what's it called? The SBS 100 Bearcat liquid engine. Now, what makes this different from the other type configuration of shuttle, the USA standard shuttle, is the other one doesn't have this on the bottom of its orange tank. If any of you know how the shuttle works, it's just an orange tank and it pumps fuel into the engines that come off the back of the shuttle. This is why I like the Russian variant a bit better, because it's got so much more kick behind it. It's a lot faster. It's a very beast of a shuttle. I like it a lot, a hell of a lot in fact. But that's enough about swooning over that. I'm going to go back to building it. So with one small tank, we're now going to put another 2, followed by a nose cone which contains a load of RCS fuel. So plump. As you can see, it's starting to kind of take shape. So what I'm going to do now is, while it's all up in floatiness, I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to bring it closer to the floor, because seeing as how this update's added those takeoff towers, the braking clamps and whatnot, I started trying to build my rockets so they barely come off the floor, because a rocket suspending over the launch pad just, it doesn't look that good, I think anyway. But that's entirely up to you. Not everyone plays the game the same as me. Hell, some people don't even use mods. Those mad fuckers. Right, so we're gonna stick one there, side the coupler, and we're gonna, where's the side? It's not this one that we want, it's the Energia booster. Yeah, buran solid booster, modelled in an Energia style. I think it's called the Energia. Again, you guys who know a bit more about this kind of thing than me will be able to tell me exactly what it is I'm building right here, but I'm just going to try and keep it simple. Now, is that in the right position? It should be. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab another one, I'm going to put it there. It's important that these are all at the same height, not so much for actual physics reasons, but just for looks, really. You don't want these boosters all mismatched and all at different heights. It just looks ugly as sin, and no one wants an ugly rocket. I mean, ugly rockets are fun, but they're not exactly what I would call successful. Alright, okay, so this is where it gets a bit harder, getting these ones matched up. So, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick this back up and I'm going to move it round to, I think it's here that it'll be going. Oh crap, I've gone and picked up the wrong one. Damn it, I didn't alt and click. Yeah, someone asked me in a previous video, quite a few videos ago, about how I cloned the fuel tank, and I've actually forgot to answer this, so I'm sorry, loyal subscriber, but what you do is you move on to the part in question, you hold alt and you hit click, and what that'll do is it'll grab an exact copy of what you've just used, and you can then place that anywhere. It's good for if you've got a big ass rocket and you're doing something with symmetry, but you need to do it all in single symmetry first. To explain this, it's kind of like how I'm building these boosters. I could do it in four symmetry, but the formation wouldn't exactly be right. At least I don't think so anyway. And besides, I prefer doing this in singles anyway. It's just how I've got used to building this bastard. Okay, so they look about the same height. Alright, okay, so that's one thing. I think that's finished. Yeah, that looks about right. And I do think the shuttle's supposed to be a bit further down, but I'm not going to complain at that. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. So the next port of call then will be to sort out staging while I've got the chance. So these thrusters need to go off down here with the boosters. Actually no, we're going to do this properly. We're going to have the similar stage to what the other one's got to be set up as. So thrusters will go on first, we'll then accelerate up to max thrust, activate the solids, and then we will release the launching clamps. So the next stage is to just quickly put these on. Someone also said as well that you don't need more than one launching clamp. So that person, I say, fuck you, because I like having lots of launching clamps. It just makes it look like a pro job, a very pro job, and yeah, I love these new things. Squad certainly nailed it with these for a surprise feature. I mean, I don't think it's as grand as a scale of Minmus when that was a surprise feature, but I tell you what, if they added a new moon, I don't think I would have been as impressed as I would have been with this, because a moon's been done twice already. If they'd stuck a planet in, that might have been a different story altogether, but I'm not phased. Planets can wait for all I care, until we have like a decent way of getting atmosphere breathing engines into space on a bigger craft. I mean, saying that, I could use something similar to this and then land. But really what I could do doing is find something that has atmosphere breathing engines and has the ability to be able to get back from an alien planet. But I imagine Squad will build parts to deal with this kind of thing. Either that, or it'll, when the next planet comes out, I don't know what it'll be. Will it be Mers? The Kerbal Mers that people seem to be calling it? I don't know. So many questions, not enough answers. All I know is that if you keep watching this Kerbal space, you're not going to be let down. The price of Kerbal has officially gone up now, by the way, as well, I think. So for those people who missed out on getting it for $15 US, don't worry, $18 US is still a fucking steal by any means. Alright, that looks good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, I am missing some. They're not all in the stages they should be. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they are 8. There's 8 there. Good. Yeah, thank God for that. I just didn't want some to disconnect and then have others stay connected, because when that happens, you press space a second time, your boosters disconnect and they destroy your rocket, and it's not much fun. But that's one finished shuttle, I would say, anyway. So the next port of call, the reason why I've added this cargo bay, is the next stage of the mission. The next stage of the mission that I've not actually talked about. I kept a secret until now. One person may have actually got it in the comment section of the last video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be building a moon base. Now, that might sound like a simple endeavour and something very similar that I've done before with the Legacy project. When I say base, I mean not just one building that eventually is going to blow up at the end of the mission. I mean several buildings, all situated pretty close to a moon, like a good research station, a big ass research station. In fact, if you've ever played Moonbase Alpha, then that's kind of the thing I'm going for. This will be done in sections. The first thing I'm going to be doing is going to be mapping the moon and actually finding the locations of the moonlets themselves. The mod I'm going to be using with that is the ISA RAM Mapper. Now, a link will be given in the description of the next video if this is still the same video as before. And what that'll do is that will just build like a map of the surface with height values on it. Now, if you've ever seen a thermal image before that shows off, like obviously red is a hotter area and blue is a colder area, the map kind of looks like that, except where it's red, instead of it being hot, it's a high ground, and where instead of it being cold air, it's blue, it means low ground. Although I suppose on the moon that would make sense, that the craters are cold and the points are a little bit higher, but never mind. I'm going to take a quick swig because my throat's getting dry. Great stuff. Fucking love energy drinks. And I'm now going to stop waffling and build the next stage. Now, the shuttle booster system mod comes with this, the cargo bay decoupler. What you can do with this is you can shove. Oh crap! You can shove it in there, and whatever you put in there will then decouple. The next thing I'm going to take is this thing. I've used this before on the have I used it before? Did I actually use it before? Did I use it in a video where I used it before? Regardless, I'm going to explain what it is. Basically, it comes with the PowerTech mod or PowerTech plugin. No, it doesn't. That is a lie. This comes with the Dynasat mod, and it uses the PowerTech plugin. What it does is anything built below this will act as a satellite, and it will automatically right itself, so it always faces down towards the planet it's rotating. Now, I'm putting in this upside down for a specific reason. Right, we've got the decoupler. Right, okay, I need to do this while I'm building it, otherwise this can go very fatal. Decoupler goes there, PowerTech adapter goes there. Right, now these parts I've got out here. Strange, I thought I deleted that, and that for that matter. These are just some parts from the Nobodyne, or whatever you call it, Nobodyne kit, made by Nova Celesco, one of the now developers for Squad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. This was a SAS, but I've turned it into a strut, so it has no kind of function. It's just there for looks. I'm going to take a short strut. Right, that's fitted on there. And then I'm going to take this. This was just, I think it was a strut, but I've turned this into the ISA RAM mapper. Now, no, that's, oh god. Now that is stuck in the wrong place. Oh god, I hate sticking things on. There we go, that's perfect. So now what that'll do is that's like a camera that'll face the Earth. And, well, not the Earth, the moon. And it's not even the Earth, it's Kerbin. God damn it! So what's next? The next part of this is, where are you? These you might recognise from the Legacy quest. These are the solar panels that I used on the Legacy base, and obviously all satellites need a solar panel or two. So I'm just going to cram some of these on. These can be a little bit awkward to actually physically get on. As you can see, it keeps going red. If it touches the cargo bay in the slightest of ways, it doesn't bode well. So what I'm going to try to do... Fucker! This could take a minute, guys. Aha! Got you, fucker! So I'm going to place you on. Oh, what do you mean? Oh shit, I touched the cargo bay. Damn it, I touched the cargo bay again. Right, okay. Damn it! Right, okay, please. Oh, for God's sake, right, let me try putting you on this side. I want it. Oh God, why are you so... Yes! Screw you, solar panels, screw you. Right, okay, so they need... Everything in there needs to be moved. I can't have... This needs to be a stage that's all separate, because if this goes off in my staging list, then the satellite disconnects, the solar panels extend, and when it's inside this cargo bay, that makes for some very messy situations. Very messy situations indeed. So, I'll put you there. The next thing I'm going to do... Don't worry, we're almost there. We are very almost there. The next thing I'm going to do, the final part I'm going to do is strut everything. You've got to strut everything. So I'm going to get this to 4 symmetry, and we're going to strut this. So that like so. Where's that strut gone? Now I've noticed these seem to disconnect when I jettison this, so I'm going to try and... Oh God, I hate it when the staging does this. Right, quickly go back out, back in. If your staging goes messed up, this is a quick way of fixing it. You just go back out and back in. Your rocket should have saved itself. Okay, go in there for me. Alright. Disclaimer, if you come back and your rocket isn't there, don't hold me responsible, please. Right, okay, I'm going to strut this to this. I'm also going to strut this to this. Right, give me these struts. Move it up into the top stage, and that's it for that. Now, next thing we need to do, I need to strut these bastards. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, although I think I probably have, because it seems like common sense that struts, you can never have enough of these things. Yeah, sure, sometimes they might look ugly and whatnot, but if you play around with them, you can actually make struts look quite nice and quite utilitarian. That's a good word. Nice one, Pleborian. Yes, quite utilitarian. I mean, on this, it's not going to look quite so utilitarian. How many times can I say that word? Utilitarian, utilitarian, utilitarian. I ain't got a fucking second here. Where's... I was going to say, where's the wheel, but I didn't put it on the pod. That's the part I'm connected to right here. So I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one on the bottom fuel tank as well, just above and below the couplet, and I'd say that's it. We're pretty solid on this. We are ready. Alright, okay, did a little bit. Alright, that's sweet. One finished project. We're going to give this name. The other one's called Shuttle Despair. This one I'm going to name after the mod creator, Tiberdyne. Just a little bit of an extra helper to help you find that mod. If you can't find the shuttle booster system, just look for the name Tiberdyne and you'll find it. So without further ado, let's go out and take this onto the launch pad. I wonder what crew we're going to be getting today. This is going to be interesting to say the least. Alright, seems we've got Bill, Jeb and Bob. It's a nice crew. So, here we go. We're set. We're finally set. After about 15-20 minutes of building this thing, we're finally set. So, first thing we need to do... Oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God. That's not right. That's not good at all. Shit. What happens if I... Right, okay. Okay. So that needs fixing straight off the bat. Okay, so why is it there on the launch pad, but it's not here? Ah, sod it. Who cares? I'm gonna fix this. I want this to be perfectly straight. Is it because it's on the RCS? Maybe I should do it on the pod. I know there's a strut in the way, but I'll sort this out now. Sorry guys, it's got to take a little. It's got to take a quick moment or two while I try and work this out. But we'll put that here. See if it makes a difference. I don't know whether it's because it was resting on the RCS tank, but never mind. So we'll try this again. Save, launch, clear the pad and proceed. Alright, so Bill, Jem and Bob back on the launch pad. That appears to have fixed the issue, so that's good enough for me. Should be good enough for you. Is it good enough for you? It's good enough for me. Right, to close the cargo bay doors, the button is V. As you can see, they're closing nicely, so I'm going to set my SAS on. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Alright, we'll do a countdown, I think. Should I do a countdown? Yeah, we've always got to do a countdown. I don't know why I think about this each time. So on the count of 5, 4, 3, ignition sequence start, 2, 1. We have liftoff.